What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled, Is There a Man Here With You? For the TMZ story about Marshawn Lynch and the mothers, right? And he asked both of the mothers, is there a man here with you? And first one said no, and then he asked the second one, is there a man here with you? And then she was like, no, why does a man got to be here with you? Now, and he was like, first thing he's like, I'm just more comfortable talking to a man. Here's the thing. Dope. See, a lot of us, were raised in single mother households. But I think the narrative was pushed so long, and some of us are guilty of it, as if our mothers were these strong women who raised us boys to be men. And that's not the case. That was never the case. A lot of us learned how to be men because of the deficiencies of understanding our mothers couldn't teach us how to be men. A lot of us had grandfathers, uncles, older brothers who taught us how to be men. A lot of us had mentors, or we took the template of somebody else, or we had friends who had fathers and big brothers and uncles that took us under their wings. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of us saw the sacrifice of men and what it was, the day-to-day thankless grind. So this idea that some of these ladies, I get y'all coming from a space where I don't have, what does that mean? Why does a man have to be around? Well, first of all, when men raise boys to be men, that's what that has to do with. And men are comfortable talking to men because the second thing about it was the environment. It's a football camp, and you should know if you know anything about football and even sports and the discipline and structure of it. It's about teamwork. It's not about self. You can't go somewhere while everybody's working as a unit and you want to do whatever you want to do and you disrupt the whole thing. See, football and these sports are not individual attention based. You can't just be, do whatever you want for attention and everybody's going to come counter you. They're going to cuss you out because you're wasting other people's time. Other people actually got up in the morning wanting to do that. Other people got up in the morning and said this is what they've been waiting their whole summer for. Other people got up that morning and said, man, I love this and this is what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. So you got to take into consideration all these other people's dreams and aspirations and them wanting to participate in something that they love to do. And we don't have time for shenanigans. This idea that I'm gonna act up and get attention to make me, then attention makes me feel special because I'm, yanked away from the crowd. We don't play that. That's not what men do. You don't get to burn out the house. I just wanted attention, man. I just wanted them attention, man. I know y'all built it, but I burned it down because I just wanted y'all to talk to me. Talk to me. Nobody got time for that. Where we gonna stay tonight? No. Is there a man with you? And I look and I pay attention to things. When he started talking and started telling them what it was about and why everything was going on and the whole process of, I'm gonna talk to you face to face, blah blah blah. I started looking at a woman's eyes that had the wrestling shirt on. She was like, this is what I've been fighting against my whole life. Like, I can't set him up. He knows I'm here to make him look bad. She's filming. He's right there. Like, what's going on? And he's starting to run down. Because if I'm not mistaken, Marshawn don't have no kids. So to have to tell two mothers the process of actions and consequences with their own kids on camera is a red flag, and it's asinine. Mothers don't realize, my kid can't go and just mess up other people's time. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Is there a man here with you to explain this to you? Because obviously you don't get it. I would rather talk to a man because because me and him can be on the same page just like that because he gets it. He gets the accountability. He gets the responsibility. He gets how you're going to get reprimanded if you're being irresponsible and if you're being dysfunctional to order and structure and other people's time, dreams, aspirations. Other people came with their kids. They got time for your kid acting up. Because see, it's a difference. If your kid wasn't acting up and your kid just wasn't good at it, that's one thing. If your kid wasn't acting up and your kid was kind of trying to figure it out, you could work with that. But you tell somebody to get on when they just want to mess it up for everybody, try to create a mutiny because they got attitude. That's what you do. You got to go. Now, is there a man here with you? This is another misnomer though. That, you know, a lot of brothers come from single mother households. Women think because they get this idea, I know your mama was a woman and she told you to do stuff and you jumped whenever you jump. And as a grown man, you still jump. You like a dog, right? Mother's talking. No. A lot of these guys who come up from these households wind up taking care of the family. He's the patriarch of the family. When he talk, they listen. And it's a whole different level because, you know, he surpassed the whole family. And he's younger than everybody. So he has the least amount of time for shenanigans. Because y'all should have had it together for him. So don't think when these guys, is there a man with you? And but I'm a woman and I should tell you what to do because, you know, I'm sure you was raised by a single mother and she told you what to do. Guess what? Marshawn loved his mama. I think Marshawn got a sister. Marshawn loved his sister. He will die protecting them. And he probably takes care of them. But you know what else? They gonna listen to Marshawn. Because they were front and center and seeing all the things that Marshawn had to go through to get to where he had today. And that they couldn't help him with that. He had to go get it. And his mother probably inspired him as far as how they were living. He wanted to get his whole family out the hood, you know. And that inspired some of his other family members who were in the hood, in the NFL. Because y'all forget, I think Josh Jackson and Marcus Peters, I think they all family. So that's 3 families affected by his will and his drive. Is there a man with you that understands this? Because obviously you don't. You want to put somebody on Front Street because you're not parenting. You shouldn't cuss. What? Stop it. You sit your kid. Let me tell you something. I know people now, back in the day, people cussed in the house or whatever. But nowadays, you sitting your children in front of a television and they're cussing all the time. Cartoons cussing. Don't say that you can't cuss at my kid. All the music you listening to is cussing. If you don't want cussing in your kid's life, you don't expose them to cussing. Because everybody else, because everything that we put in our house is basically provocative language. When you listen to the clean version of these songs, the kids know the other words. How they learn the other words? You and the television. And the other family members. Let's not play this game. Is there a man here with you? See, nobody's trying to say a man validates your life. But what we are saying is, you know, if you understood how to get along with a man, you would know these things. The world don't operate in a female fashion. It operates in a male fashion. In a masculine fashion, not a feminine fashion. And to think that your son is going to grow up to be able to do that amongst those same boys who are going to grow to be men when he's a man's age is not even realistic. Because the culture that is set even in that camp and everywhere else is, listen, you come and do your job. You're going to get cussed out if you're doing wrong. You're going to get cussed out if you're doing right. Matter of fact, you're going to get cussed out if you good and you start feeling cocky like you ain't got to do nothing. You're going to get cussed out. See, there's a certain amount of respect and order that goes on. If you're going to be a leader, you're going to learn how to follow first. And you're going to learn there's certain things you can and cannot do. And you're going to set the tone by your example. And one of the examples is you can't be selfish at no point. The only matter, I ain't gonna say at no point. The only time you can be selfish is when the men around you say, go eat because we need you to eat so we can win. That's when you can be selfish. Other than that, do your job to the best of your ability. So, I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.